when people lean to what I say or what I share, I remind them that I didn't get a blast of energy or information like, now I know all this information. No, we did the work. We learned and connected, and we were humble in navigating learning more, to honor truth in history. And it has been a very painful journey to honor truth in history, to be in the position of saying, why are things the way they are? Like, I get to visit classrooms and we talk to 3rd and 4th graders around the mission curriculum. But wait, the mission curriculum is a one-sided narrative. It's very one-sided. It's about the missions. What did the missions do to our people?
Who built the missions?
Yes.
That's still sometimes the terminology used. Who built the missions? Well, the Spaniards did. Okay, there wasn't that many of them. But there was a lot of Native people they brought in and put them to work. And our ancestors built the missions with their blood, sweat, and tears.
And bodies.
In some cases, literally, and died in huge numbers in that work. That's the brutal truth that we are dealing with every day. And also allow them to be exploited too. They were needed by this empire to be the labor force. And all the laws and processes were geared towards that up until statehood. And then statehood, basically, they didn't want or need a labor force, they just wanted us gone. Because they, in their perverted way of looking at the law, they saw the law as telling them, you can't take land from people that have title to it. So what if there's no people?
Yep.
So then, oh, well, now the land's free and clear.
We were in their way.
We were in their way. We were very inconveniently messing up their legal system by the original inhabitants, the property owners, still being here. So if you get rid of the property owners, well, then you don't have anybody claiming title. And the bizarre thinking that legal title is more valuable than murder.
The United States government spent $1.4 million in the 1850s to get rid of California natives, to free up space, and to get indigenous peoples out of the way. And right after that, in 1887, there was an allotment act that did give indigenous people land, but it forced them to sign up for that land and to out themselves. And many indigenous peoples did not want to just raise their hand saying, I'm native, because for sheer survival, indigenous peoples had to suppress and quiet their presence in the world for sheer survival.
We get so frustrated dealing with the government because the government, people that don't know their history and don't want to know their history don't want to remember that their government was leading the war against Native people and leading the effort to exterminate them. And the governor of California said, we're going to exterminate them. Except they weren't entirely successful. We still managed to stay around.
We are still here.
Yes, and I think that's the question I often get asked. What most do you want people to know? We're still here. We're still here.
Say, feel that bass. We gon' shake up this place. Say, pick up that pace. Yeah, we got no time to waste. Everybody say.